Hi, so I just wanted to give you some instructions on how to track changes for your revisions. I already included these at the end of another video, but that's all right. You may have forgotten, so let's just go over it again here. So remember, it's really important that I'm able to see the changes that you're making, because when I look at your overall portfolio, I'm basing that evaluation on two things. First, the overall quality, but also the substantive revisions that you're making there, right? And so it's easier for me to give you the grade for evaluate the work that you did if I can see the changes right there in the same document, instead of sort of having to toggle back and forth between two screens if you're at your older draft and your newer draft and trying to find where the changes were made. So what I need you to do is when you are in your OneDrive folder, right, and you've got, so I'm using my student Victor's as an example. So here's his folder, and we opened up here his document for his draft. Now you cannot do track changes on the OneDrive like online. You have to download it. So we'll go over here to download, and download it as a Word document. We'll open it up. Eventually. Computers, you can use it. Okay, sorry about that. So you open it up, so you download it and open it up, and the first thing that I want you to do is to go ahead and save it under a slightly different name. Oh gee, what a great time for my computer to be super duper slow. Okay, so save as. Sorry, you guys. So for right now, I'm just going to save it in downloads, but of course you would save it on the appropriate file on your computer. And then all I need you to do is at the end, go ahead and call it revision. Okay, so whatever it is, it's your research paper, it's your public artifact, whatever it might be, just go ahead and label it revision, and then we'll save it. Okay, so now it is saved as the revision, so we can go ahead and start to revise. So you're going to go to where it says review, and if you have an older version of Word, it might, or a newer version of Word, it might look a little bit different. In an old version of Word, I think you had to go under Tools and then Track Changes, or Tools and then Review, or something like that. So here we'll just click Review, and this whole section here is for tracking your changes. Okay, so we'll click down here, track changes. Yes, we're going to track changes, and I want you to make sure that it's all markup. If you just do simple markup, then what will happen when you make a change, it'll just make this little red line over here on the side, and it will be kind of hard for me to tell what it is that you changed exactly. So it is better for me, and for the evaluation of your revision, that you choose all markup, and that way when we see a change, it will be highlighted and underlined, and I can see very quickly what it is that you changed. Were you just doing sentence or word level edits, or were you actually revising your paper? Okay, so that's going to help me out to see what kind of substantive revision you were going to do. I also want to talk about if you see a change that you're like, you know what, I don't want to make that change, and you have a good reason why. On my comment, all you need to do is just to reply to the comment. And sometimes it will allow me to, sometimes there'll be a little button here that allows you to reply. If not, then we can just add a new comment here underneath of it. And I guess suppose that since I clicked on it, now it's the new comment is coming up underneath, and you can say, I chose not to make this revision, and then you need to tell me why, and it can't just be because I didn't want to. You need to have a rhetorically sound reason, like why specifically do you think that that was not the best choice for your audience? Why was it going to be, have a negative impact on your overall paper, or a negative impact on your audience, or whatever your reasoning was. So you go ahead and do that there, and then of course you'll save it, right? And then what I want you to do is go back to OneDrive, back to your folder, and then you're going to, once you've finished with your revision, and it's completely done and you're ready to turn it in, then you will upload it. this, and this might take me a second. So obviously you choose the one that says revision, and then that gets uploaded to your OneDrive folder, and there it is. It says revision. So when I go through to look at and evaluate your portfolio, I'll look at these ones that say revision, and I should be able to see, when I download it, I should be able to open up and see the changes that you made there, marked up with the track changes. So if you have any questions about how to do this, or again, any questions about my feedback, please let me know.